Good morning. Now, this is the class 11 of our chapter Digital Filters. Now, today we are going to learn about FIR filters and linear phase FIR filters. Now, in the last sessions, we have discussed about IAR filters, that is infinite impulse response filters. Right now, today we are going to discuss about FIR filters, that is finite impulse response filters. In the earlier classes, we have discussed about the differences between IAR and FIR filters. Okay, now let us see what an FIR filter is. So, FIR actually the full form is finite impulse response filters. Now, one of the most important peculiarity of FIR filter, as already discussed, is that it has no feedback. So, the input output relation is given by this equation. So, here y of m is the output, whereas x of m is the input, and here it is the output. The general relation between input and output is y of m equal to summation over k equal to 0 to m b of k x of m minus k. So k is actually the signal length. It can be from 0 to infinity, and so depending upon the value of m, the values over the summation can vary. Okay, so this is actually the general relationship between input and output. So this is how the infinite impulse response FIR filter is represented. Here it is the output y of m is represented as a function of the input signal x of m. Now here this response of this FIR filter consists of a finite sequence, that is of m plus 1 samples. So m is actually the filter order. Over the summation you can see an m there. So it is nothing but the order of the filter, and this FIR filter can have a finite sequence of m plus 1 samples. Since it is a finite impulse response filter, it can have m plus 1 samples. Here m actually represents the filter order. So its full form is finite duration impulse response, or simply finite impulse response filter. Some other names are all zero filter, non-recursive filter, feed forward filter, moving average, or MA filter, etc. And depending upon its use in signal processing literature, its name we can use accordingly. Okay, now what does the name linear phase refers to? As per the name itself, it is clear that the phase response of the filter is linear. That is called a linear phase filter. That is, the phase response of the filter is a linear function of frequency. Okay, so this I will actually result in a delay of the signal when it passes through the filter, and that delay that occurs to the signal will be the same at all frequencies. That is why we say that the phase response of the filter is linear function of frequency, that is, it will be a straight line. So that is the word meaning of linear phase, that is, phase response of the filter will be a linear function of frequency, and so this will result in the delay of the signal as it passes through the filter, but that delay will be the same at all frequencies. Why? Because the phase response is linear, so the filter will not cause any phase distortion or delay distortion. So that is one advantage. Now this lack of phase distortion or delay distortion is one of the advantages of FIR filter over IR filter. Okay, now FIR filters are usually designed to be linear phase, that is, phase response will be a linear function of frequency, and but this will occur if and only if its coefficients are symmetrical around the center coefficient. That is, the first coefficient same as the last, second same as the next to last, and so on. So that is one condition for the phase response to be linear. Now we can have a formula. Suppose that it has got n taps. The FIR filter has n taps, and the delay is given by n minus 1 divided by 2 into f of s. That is, fs is actually the sampling frequency. Suppose that if the FIR filter has 21 taps, then what and the operating frequency is 1 kilohertz, then what will be the delay? 21 minus 1, that is as per the formula, into 2 into 1 kilohertz, that is 10 milliseconds will be its delay. So the necessary and sufficient condition for the linear phase characteristics of an FIR filter is that phase function should be a linear function of frequency omega, which in turn requires constant phase and group delay. Now there are four types of impulse response for linear phase FIR filters. So let us see which are they. Four types of linear phase FIR filters, that is type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4. In type 1 they are of two types. Type 1 for symmetric, for which the length is odd, and type 2 symmetric, for which length is even. Next is type 3 antisymmetric, for which length is odd, and type 4 antisymmetric, for which length is even. These are the four types of linear phase FIR filters. Now these are some of the advantages of FIR filters. What will be the first advantage? That is, the phase response will be a linear function of frequency, so there will be no phase distortion. That is a first advantage. There is no feedback also. The next one is that they are actually stable. Then for FIR filter, when compared to IR filter, a large order filter FIR filter will be needed in order to satisfy certain needs, but that can be easily achieved by using Fourier transform FFT algorithms. Okay, now also higher order FIR filters can be designed very easily by using indirect design approaches. Then near optimal multidimensional FIR filters can also be easily designed from one-dimensional models or one-dimensional prototypes using spectral transformation techniques, and such filters designed in this way will also be stable and can be implemented very easily. Next is that FIR filters naturally lend themselves to efficient implementation of multi-rate signal processing algorithms. That is, using FIR filters we can allow or we can implement certain signal processing algorithms which in turn can be used for performing efficient sampling rate conversion. So these are a few advantages of FIR filters. Now the only disadvantage is that in certain applications is that the overall group delay is equal to n minus 1 by 2. So this quantity will be large for higher order filters, and in communication applications this will sometimes become a problem, or it will become objectionable. So in digital feedback control applications, a large delay in feedback loop is generally not acceptable. So since higher this particular quantity, that is group delay, becomes high when the order of the filter goes high, it is possible that there will be a large delay in feedback loop appears. So that is one disadvantages. That is, there will be a group delay. In all filters there will be a group delay, but in FIR filters, in order to meet certain specifications, we may sometimes use higher order filters. When higher order FIR filters are used, group delay also will become proportionately high. In such cases there will be a large delay in the feedback loop, so that will not be acceptable in certain applications. So that is one disadvantage. Now an all pass filter, as the name suggests, it can pass all frequencies. However, when these frequencies pass through, they will undergo phase changes, and the resultant output signal will be distorted. That is, suppose that if the phase response is of constant gradient, that is, if the phase response of the filter is linear, then naturally the output signal will not have any distortion. And such filters for which the output signal is not distorted, or filters having linear phase response, are called linear phase filters. Now, generally speaking, the phase response of all FIR filters are not linear, but we can make them linear. That is, the phase response can be made linear by using certain design methods, such as designing using windows, then designing using frequency sampling or inverse Fourier transform, and optimal or minimax design. So using these particular designing techniques, the phase response of FIR filters can be made linear. Once the phase response is made linear, the FIR filter is then called by the name linear phase FIR filters, where the phase is linear, or it is a linear function of frequency. Okay. Now let us study in detail about linear phase FIR filters. Now it takes a finite time before the input to a filter propagates through the filter and appears at the output. That is, as the name suggests, when a signal is passed through the filter, it will take a particular time to reach from the input or to reach at the output. That is, when a signal is passed through a filter, definitely there will be a time schedule for the signal to travel from the input and to reach the output. So that time delay in the case of linear phase FIR filters will be finite. So that is what it is said. Linear phase FIR filters are those filters in which a finite time is taken before the input propagates through the filter and appears at the output. That is, there will be a delay of t seconds in time domain appears as a phase change. That is, there will be a delay. Suppose that there is a delay, that is a time lag for the signal to reach from input to output. Suppose that it is t seconds. Then that delay of t seconds will appear as a phase change of e raised to minus j 2 pi t in the frequency domain. In time domain, we say that it is a delay of t seconds, whereas in frequency domain, we say that it is a phase change of e raised to minus j 2 pi t. Okay, so that anyway, for the signal to travel from input to output, definitely there will be a finite time delay or a finite phase change in the case of linear phase FIR filters. Now this time delay or phase change caused by filter depends on type of filter and its impulse response. Suppose that an FIR filter is of order m with m plus 1 coefficients, then its time delay is given by m by 2 samples. Now a linear phase FIR filter is one whose phase, that is phi of f, is a linear function of frequency variable f. It is represented as phi of f. Okay. Now in the following, it is shown that an FIR filter with a symmetric impulse response h of k or equivalently symmetric coefficients has a linear phase response. Now we are going to consider an FIR filter with a symmetric impulse response given by this expression h of k is equal to h of m minus k, where k ranging from 0 to m, where m is the order of the filter. Now the frequency response of the filter is a Fourier transform of its impulse response given by h of f is equal to summation over k equal to 0 to m h of k e raised to minus j 2 pi ft. What is e raised to minus j 2 pi ft? Phase change, and capital M is the order of the filter. Okay, what is small letter h of k? It is actually the symmetric impulse response. Capital H of f is its corresponding Fourier transform. Okay, that is the Fourier transform of the impulse response. Now this equation 3, we can expand it, and using and assuming symmetry of the filter's impulse response, we will get a particular expression as given in equation 4. I think you can skip that expression, and finally you can write equation 5. That is, after writing equation 3, you can mention a sentence like this. That is, expanding equation 3 and using symmetry of filters response and taking filter length m plus 1 as an odd integer, we can write the frequency response of the filter h of f as this. So actually you have to write this equation 3. Equation 3, and then after writing equation 3, you can write the sentence like this: expanding equation 3 and assuming symmetry of filters impulse response and the filter length m plus 1 as an odd integer, the final expression for frequency response of the filter h of f can be written as. Then you can write this equation. So after writing this equation, write the sentence what I have told, and finally write this expression. No need of writing these two equations. Okay. So you have reached equation 5, and the term in the bracket, you can say it is real valued. The filter phase is the term e raised to minus j 2 pi ft, 2 e raised to minus j m pi f, and the filter phase response is given by this equation. That is, phase change can have two values, that is given by equation 6, where h of af is the real valued term within bracket of equation 5. Thus, phase response of FIR filter with a symmetric impulse response is a linear function of frequency variable f. When the amplitude of frequency response equation phi goes negative, the phase undergoes a change of pi radian. So that is what you have to write in this expression. These three slides you have to write about linear phase FIR filters, understand the difference, its definition. So in this one, as I said, soon after writing this equation, you can directly skip on to this one. No need of writing these two expressions. Okay, so that is all for today about FIR filters and linear phase FIR filters. Okay, thank you.